The iconic gas mask. Now, this is the piece of survival gear that we often associate with war and terror and chaos. And it brings up thoughts that most of us would prefer not to think about. However, the gas mask is honestly one of the biggest and most useful piece of survival gear that you can actually own. Believe me when I say that there's a solid reason why military, police departments, and firefighters all have gas masks. They must be prepared to rush into the worst disasters to assist our communities. And for that, we are so grateful. Recently in California, we've been battling wildfires unlike anything we've ever seen. The fires have burned over 100,000 acres and over 3,500 buildings and homes have been affected. The smoke has traveled throughout the Bay Area, causing our air quality to reach very unhealthy levels. We were all advised to wear N95 masks for protection, but in some scenarios, those masks will not be enough, and breathing in toxic air can be deadly. So if you're like me and the idea of this dire scenario frightens you, then you should be highly motivated to invest in a high quality gas mask. Now let's go into a little bit of gas mask basics. A gas mask is simply a small and portable personal air purifying device with one exceptionally important task: to provide clean air. The first practical gas mask was created by Edward Harrison during World War I. The gas mask has evolved a lot since then, and in its evolution, it has also been morphed into a symbol of chaos and of the apocalyptic. But as menacing as they may look, they save lives. There are three different types of gas masks. A scuba, which is a self-contained underwater breathing apparatus, scuba. It's used to breathe underwater and is often associated with scuba diving. An SCBA is a self-contained breathing apparatus, SCBA. It's a device used by firefighters and rescue workers to provide breathable air in an immediately dangerous to life or health atmosphere. And now, the iconic gas mask. This mask is used to protect the user from inhaling airborne pollutants and toxic gases. It filters out particulates. For example, when you see tear gas thrown out into a riot situation, you see what looks like smoke, but it's actually very small particulates in little particles. The gas mask is meant to filter those particles so that they won't pass to your throat and your lungs, and they won't have much an effect on you. Now, these are the masks that I own. I own the 3M half-face respirator. It came with 3 filters that provide protection against particulates, and it can be used in many different situations like working around debris and filtering your air due to smoke, such as we have had recently because of the wildfires. And I also own an Israeli gas mask. This is a full face rubber respirator mask with NBC protection for industrial use. Now, this is for things like handling chemicals and painting and welding and tear gas. This mask is made from high quality material, and the goggles are made from a polycarbonate lens, and they are scratch resistant. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I hope that now that we went over a little bit of gas mask basics, you've learned enough to get you started on the journey of finding a gas mask that works for you and your family. Now, remember, the gas mask may look menacing and may be associated with those negative war and chaotic thoughts. However, the gas mask is actually a very essential tool that does save lives. So I encourage you to learn a little bit more about them and about how to find one that fits you and your family's needs. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and make sure that you subscribe and you give the videos a thumbs up if these are topics that you're interested in. And also, if you know something about gas masks that I don't know, make sure you leave it down in the comments, because I do love reading all of those comments from you guys, and I do love learning from you guys. That's why I'm here. So thanks for tuning in, and make sure you subscribe so I can see you in my next video. All right, guys, I'll see you next week.